recording now, but there's no real point to record this kind of thing because it's all virtual. But yeah, so I honestly just contribute as much as you can. That's my advice to everyone. Okay, I've never used this before. That's why I'm saying if for some reason it gives you a poo-poo grade and I've seen that you actually contributed enough to it, then obviously I'm going to readjust your grade. Okay. It's not like I'm just gonna go through Perusall religiously and how they determine what's an A or a C or something. Uh, it seems that way, Navy. If you Navy, go open up the assignment. Do you see the highlight on Graham Stain under the Graham Stain where below test perform where follows? Yeah, I would do a discussion. Claudia, I would definitely do a discussion. At the very least, copy pasted. Okay? It's more interaction on Parasol. Okay, the increased interaction on it will also help to kind of, I guess, calibrate a better grade for you. Again, I'm not sure how it works 100%. Okay, let's take a look. Let me see. I want you guys to start commenting on it. Okay, let me see here. Oh, guys, you know what? Let me see here. Do you have you see it here? Do you have this set up to all comments? Is this preset to all comments, or is it to to comments only? Okay, take a look. See here. Okay, so you can start reading it and contributing a bit. I'm just gonna play around with this quickly to see if I could fix something. Let's see here. Why do I not on my class comment? Oh, maybe the anyone you group post comments. Okay, seems like a system thing where more people have to start commenting on this before you actually start to see everyone else's. From what I'm getting from this, the little explanation here. People commenting, it seems to be that's the yeah. So just kind of start conversing with everyone. Alternatively, guys, what you can do also, you see over here, click on this on the all conversations button and see what happens. What happens when you click on that? Does that do it for you? Pirel, did you press the on the all conversation button? Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, from what it said on the explanation, it said that as soon as more and more students get to contribute to this, it's gonna start popping up. Getting an instructor some privilege. I get to see it first. I don't know. See, yeah, I could see Jamal and yeah, talking to each other. If you have any questions, You can ask me. All right, I could still contribute. It's gonna be mostly you guys though. I know I'm not talking as much, so it's not gonna be as animated. Um, it's a lot. This is on you guys. This is the fun part. And why is this the fun part? Well, for one, case studies, everyone's gonna be doing those in nursing school. Okay, it's it's a guarantee, right? So this is gonna be a little flavor, a little taste of what to expect in the future. See, Gabriella's comment, not Jamal's. Yeah, I don't know. See, Nevi, I don't know. I think it just takes time for it to be uploaded for everyone else's view. I'm not sure, so that's why I want to start commenting. Just on the comments, right? Get some interactions. Okay. Let me double check this. We already ruled out that the filter isn't the problem. So this is kind of interesting. You may be the only one in your group that has posted comments. Perusall automatically groups students in the course into small discussion groups, about 20 students, unless your instructor is to form groups of different size. Ah, hmm. This is peculiar. I kind of want to check this out. How is it? A little thing. Access for more. Hmm. I'm gonna have to read that, guys. There's a. It might be potentially that they have, because we have a bigger group of 20. It might have split it a couple of you. I don't. Actually, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. Just I start playing different sentences, everyone, and put your own input on it. See. No, this has our own lab. Uh, Culture and sensitivity. Let me see which one is this one here. Oh yeah, the sensitivity is going to be referring to the biotic sensitivity. Oh, okay. Let me see here. The coagulase test is this is for coagulase, okay? And here's our catalase test. Now this is here. This is most likely a TSA plate, unless I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look. It just it's probably a TSA plate. But the big thing, take a look here is so this disc here, guys. This remember this is the Kirby Bauer disc diffusion test. Okay, so this little filter disc here is saturated with methicillin. Okay, and the bacteria still grew all over it. Okay, so that's what the sensitivity you're looking for based on methicillin. Okay, does that answer your questions? What, Isabel? you see bubbles or no? Guys, do you see bubbles or no bubbles in the Calais test? Yeah. No, you could always zoom. The nice thing about this, you could zoom in until, yeah. No, you could just, I don't know if it's the PDF or the best method. Well, you can't download it. You have to actually do it on yeah, you have to comment on the actual document in the Perusall software. All right. But do you see, Isabel? Is it clear to you? Yes. This is positive. Bubbles, is that positive or negative? If you're right, you're the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's positive, guys. Good. Yeah, and it doesn't matter if someone writes the same thing. If you can see the same thing for now, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do anything regardless if someone else has the same thoughts as you. This isn't a this is not camp, right? This just relax, have fun with this. This is not meant to drive you nuts, right? The only time I would worry about it is if you don't contribute at all. Then I would say to myself, yeah, I'm in deep doo doo, right? Ooh, that's a good question, Gabriel. Is it now? Let's take a look. Really comment on it too much. But I think it's better to look at the bottom half. Bottom half looks really nice. Now, the colonies, Gabriel, the colony. Look at the colony at the bottom over here. Okay, I'll circle them, right? I'll point to them. Ooh, this is not the right color. Let's get the color. Let's look at this, right? Any of these down here, right? What do you see around? Yeah, yeah, Gabriel. I don't know. I have to let it sit down for a little bit for loading, because maybe it's not yet. I'll, I have a faculty meeting today with Dr. Shasta and the rest of the biology department, so I'll bring it up and ask her about it. 'Cause it might be intentional. I don't know. Yeah, you see a nice halo. Now, is the halo greenish or more leaning towards the clear color? Like like it's absolutely getting rid of the red color. What would that be? Yeah, because yeah. Oh, and Gabrielle, does so what kind of exotoxin is it? Is it beta exotoxin or alpha exotoxin that's being debated? Yeah, opposite. Right. Yeah, it's the opposite. Yeah, but alpha alpha hemolysis would be like a greenish in between color, and then gamma will just be nothing at all. So, using your knowledge from lab, right? Because this is where the lab knowledge comes into play and what I went over with you guys, right? You gotta know that bacteria tend to do this, right? Like some staphylococci would do this, right? Do this. They either do this or not, right? So in a sense, guys, this might be like a mini lab report. Like instead of your lab report, like it's larger in scale, like a mini lab report in a way that I do present you with lab results from things we've done in lab, different tests we've done in lab. So a lot of this should come to you naturally, right? At least I hope it does. Okay. So do you see how important lab is for this lecture now? It's important for that, right? So like for example, looking at the gram staining, right? I see people from my group online right now. That might be intentional. That might be intentional, Isabel. I have to check into it more. Coagulous circle. Is that um you know, this is one test that you guys unfortunately weren't able to see because this dang virus, right? So the way the coagulous test is done is you're looking. So you're gonna basically the way it comes in a Jello format. Okay, not Jello format. Uh, it comes like this. Let me show you something. Let me just circle this. It appears like this. Okay, it appears like a Jello kind of, right? Okay, so Gabriella, I need to go and adjust grouping. Maybe there might be a group issue. Okay, so that might be the reason why you aren't seeing some people. I'll have to take a look at that, but I'll do that right after I talk about the coagulus test. Now, the coagulus test, when you first get it without any bacteria in it, it appears like this, right? It appears like a little jello inside of the test tube, and what you do is you're going to inject it with a bacteria, whatever bacteria it is. Okay, let's say E. coli, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now, you incubate overnight, right? You only myself and Claudia. Okay, I have to look. I'm not really sure, Tanisha. I have to look into it because I don't have a lot of experience with this. This is literally my second time using this. The first time was last week with that test. So I have to look into that more this afternoon, okay? When I talk to Dr. Shawstall, she probably knows more about it than I do. Okay? That's why I said I you guys are inputting on the actual PDF. I would go ahead and copy paste it maybe at least on the general discussion for case study number one. Okay? Anyways, Craigslist. So you're gonna inject let me just delete this. So what you're gonna do is you get bacteria using a little needle into here like this, right? This way, okay? Then you pull out, incubate it overnight, and then when you incubate it at 37 degrees, Christina, the agar itself is going to melt because it's gelatinase, okay? Now, oh wait, this is coagulate. No wait, I'm talking about gelatin. Wait a minute here. Hold on, guys. Why coagulase? This is not coagulase. Well, anyways, this Christina, what you're looking for in this one, when you get it out, when you take the incubator, okay, it's gonna be melted, okay, meaning that it's gonna turn liquid. It's gonna turn into liquid. This, all right. That's because of the high heat. Now, what you do next afterwards is you place it back. You place it into the refrigerator for like 30 minutes, okay, and after 30 minutes pass, if the liquid solidifies again, that means it's negative for that test. If it's still liquid, that means it has the enzyme. Okay, but I have to look into one second here. The coag we did we did I don't think we did coagulates. We'll check. We're gonna ever do this. The coagulates test. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. We don't use we use that kit. Do you guys remember that no, this is looks to me. I think there's an issue because I got this from Dr. Shaw saw this case study. I think there's an issue with the labeling here. Because the coagulus test is you remember with a sheet of paper like this, you have little circles like this in it, and what you do is you add the bacteria and you mix in the blue antibodies, and if you get clusters, clumping, agglutination of blue clumps, that means it's positive for the coagulase. And if there's no clumping, then it's negative for coagulase. Do you remember that, Christina? And everyone too. Does anyone remember that? This here, this image here, to me, more like a gelatin test. Okay, and a gelatin test is what I explained to you, Christina. Is if you place it back in the refrigerator and it resolidifies, then you're good. Then it's negative. But if it stays liquid and melted, so to speak, then it's gonna be positive for that enzyme. Hold on a second. I think there's a on this. Hold on a minute here, because I don't typically use tube on these. Uh, okay. Oh, you know what? One second. Let me ask Dr. Shofta. Sure. Because this looks a lot. This particular picture looks very similar to the gelatinase test. It's like one of the perks of having other faculty member. No, text them. Um, oh, okay. All right. So, okay. Yeah, no. So, Christina, this is the two-based ones. Yeah. Oh, you look online? Okay. So if it's the two-based ones, this means then, if that's the case, okay, because Dr. Sean just told me it is the two-based ones. Because in lab we use the paper version, the kit version of it. So this one here would be negative, and here would be positive. Okay. So this one is positive. Yeah, I was confused too, to be honest. Right, I didn't make these because I thought for a sec because these if you look at the actual gelatin test, Christina, they look identical. Okay, they look identical to one another, and this one would be negative. So we're actually um, you regardless wouldn't have known this because in lab we did the kit instead. Remember the outcomes. Outcomes are what I just labeled. I don't traditionally use this method. I use the kit usually. Are you guys clear on outcomes too? If it liquefies or not liquefy for coagulase? Sorry, Tina. I, that that was my mistake. Oh, and uh, one second. Turn off this thing here. Ooh, there's a big. All right, so uh, Navia, the species name of the specific. It's in the parentheses. The etiologic agent is going to be the actual bacteria, the species. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just keep contributing for now, and make sure you go to the general discussion specifically. And we are is going to be case study number 1 for the week of April 13th. Okay. All right, guys. That'll be it for today. But make sure that you